What up? It's your boy Anon. Today I'm here to talk about something I really don't talk about that much. Two things I don't really talk about that much, which is controversy and mental health. Okay. Now, I don't really talk about mental health like that on this channel. I don't really know if I ever have. I have. I think I have. I think I've talked about it with the Mac Miller situation. But as far as my channel being mental health based, nah, I don't really do that because I don't really find a reason to do it. Because I feel people use mental health as clickbait now, pretty much. People don't take mental health as seriously as they want you to think they take mental health. You know what I'm saying? But I need to talk about this today because this is just based on a YouTube scandal. I want to use that word scandal that is going on right now. Pretty much, there's this company called BetterHelp that's pretty much you could get in contact with a therapist. It's better than face-to-face therapy. Blah 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 blah. First of all, that's stupid. Just the thought of doing that, like, how can anything be solved? Like, how can you really feel better knowing that you had zero contact with another human being? A lot of people with mental health issues suffer from insecurities, suffer from maybe being a little socially awkward. You know what I'm saying? I would think people who suffer from these things would like to fix that. You know what I'm saying? I would think people who suffer from mental health, who are socially awkward, who are anxious when they're around a bunch of people, will want to find a way to fix that. The worst way to try and fix those issues would be by saying, all right, you ain't got to come and meet me face to face for a therapy session. I'll just text you. I'll just FaceTime you. I'll just call you. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid. And a lot of people get caught on the buzzword of therapy. It's cheap. Look, nothing in this world is free, and being helped is expensive, man. It really is. If you look for a treatment for any serious problem on the planet, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. I don't want to say get out the mindset that I'm not doing it because it's too expensive. But you also gotta get out the mindset of, I'm gonna just do this because it's cheaper. Knowing that you are taking a loss by accepting whatever that is that you did for a cheaper price. And then it comes to find out it ain't even cheaper. You know what I'm saying? The $35 a week that they advertise, you get charged every single year. You know what I mean? So multiply $35 times what? I don't even know how many weeks. 51 weeks, however many weeks. You spending almost $2,000 on therapy a year, and you may not even have to talk to this therapist every single week for an entire year. You're still getting charged, and I think how it works is you pay that $2,000 up front. You know what I'm saying? So you pay the $2,000 up front, but they tell you, it's $35 a week. No, it's robbery. First of all, you know what I'm saying? That's robbery. But let's get to it. Look, mental health I take real serious. I've dated girls with self-esteem issues, with suicidal, I wouldn't say tendencies, but just suicidal thoughts, who were depressed. I've dated girls like that. Some of the reasons why I don't really have bad relationships, like I don't talk to none of my exes because I don't really believe in doing that. But there's only a few, maybe even one relationship I've been in where it's ended bad, and like I never want to talk to that person again. All my other exes, if I were to see them ever again or talk to them ever again, I wouldn't be salty because I have no reason to. And the reason for that is I wouldn't say I was their therapist. They didn't pay me, but I was just that shoulder for them to cry on when things weren't right in school, when things wasn't going right at work, when things weren't right. They would always come to me, and I was always there to kind of help them and listen to their problems. That's kind of why I never really have bad relationships with my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Well, that and other reasons. But, I've always tried to, like I said, girlfriends with mental health issues. I have friends with mental health. I may personally have mental health issues that I'm not aware of because I know there's something there. I know because I know me. I know there's something there, but I don't know specifically what it is. You know what I'm saying? I could Google it. All Google's going to tell me is I'm severely depressed. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not now, but I get like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That is just, it happens. That's how life is. But I'm not saying you shouldn't try and seek help, but over phone ain't working. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. Look, there are YouTubers out here who are being sponsored by BetterHelp. Some are aware that BetterHelp is garbage. Some aren't. You can tell which ones that they are and which ones they aren't. You know what I'm saying? These people are rejecting people who have serious issues and who are not of appropriate age. Like if you're 17 and you want to seek mental health, they say you need parents' permission. But even if you have parents' permission, they're going to reject you. They may even reject you if you do have a real problem. Like these YouTubers say, oh, I've tried it for a while and everything seemed cool. I'm pretty sure it's because you didn't have a serious issue. You literally made a video about an issue that, like, alright. Usually you can get signs of when somebody isn't right, or when somebody is depressed or is in the right state of mind. It's a lot harder to fake happiness when you are not happy. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You can look in someone's eyes and tell. You know what I'm saying? These YouTubers, I am pretty sure, are great actors. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you just made up a breakdown. You made up a breakdown, dog. Let's be honest. You made up a breakdown. And of course, they're going to accept you because all you're doing is just telling them, hey, man, I'm stressed out from work. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, just don't find your happy place while at work, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there are people who are really, like, super depressed. They may have lost a family member, or they maybe just don't feel that great about themselves in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have addiction issues. Maybe they want to go to the therapist for couple therapy. There are many reasons why they will come, and they are being rejected because they have actual issues that need to be dealt with. These YouTubers are saying, well, I tried them out. You don't have no real issue. You ain't gonna lie to me and tell me you got a real issue when you put out this issue, you put out this video saying you're depressed, and then the next video it just disappeared. BetterHelp helped me out. How? If it was really that serious of an issue, text message or video chat would not fix the issue. Especially with people who aren't, what? You know what I'm saying? Your issue was not serious. We know it wasn't serious because why the only time you bring up an issue is when you're getting paid by a company that bases themselves on an issue that you are bringing up. Why? Imagine if I just randomly out the blue decided to make a video about politics. Okay? And in that political video, after the video was done, I have a link down below saying, go vote for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I talk about politics, but I don't really care enough about it to be like, oh, I'm voting for this, or hey, you should go vote for this person. Imagine if I would have just randomly talked about politics for no apparent reason. I have no reason. Nothing political was going on besides an election. And I decide to put in the links, hey, by the way, go vote for this guy. He really believes in my beliefs and stuff like that. Me not knowing who this dude is, but he just threw me a couple $1,000s to advertise him on my channel. if I was me, looking at me, I would think, okay, that's kind of weird. Because I know me. First of all, I'm not accepting money from no politician. I'm not pushing no politician. You know what I'm saying? So why am I, like, when I'm talking politics on this channel, it's because I need to set records straight. I need to talk about issues that are real issues. I'm not just talking about issues that are brought up. Like, if I'm talking about racism, something involving racism, it's because racism is an issue. And I live with racism. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about rape, because rape is an issue, and I live with rape. I ain't never talking about nothing because a politician or a company gave me money to talk about it. I'm talking about whatever I want to talk about, which is probably why nobody pays me to talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? I pay myself, you know what I'm saying, to talk about what I want to talk about. That's what it is. So, that's suspicious. That the only time you want to talk about a serious issue is when a company is paying you to do so. You know what I'm saying? And the only time you want to have a breakdown on YouTube or have a breakdown on Instagram is when you are being paid by somebody. I'm not taking you seriously. And now people are coming out saying, oh man, that company is garbage. They rejecting everybody. They'll take your money. The $35 a week is really $2,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of wild stuff going on. And these people, the people who are getting exposed for supporting this company and for lying are backtracking on everything. Or they're not even backtracking. They're blaming other people. They're not taking the blame. Like, that's why I have respect for the dude whose name I can't remember. I think I can't remember the name. That's why I have respect for the ones who are coming out and saying, coming up front and saying, look, I was not aware of this issue. I'm a growing channel right now. I have 50,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It was my first time ever getting a sponsorship. I was excited and I accepted it without really doing research on them. It's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that there are people coming out saying this. There was even this one chick who said, look, I was a small channel. They offered me. I was excited. I want to check them out. The experience was terrible and I would not refer them to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was just my personal experience, but for me, it was not a good thing. So I declined the sponsorship. Even though I'm a small channel and getting money for that would be incredible for me. You know what I'm saying? But there are people, the bigger ones, who get sponsorships all the time, who are backtracking and saying, no, they were great. They're saying, oh no, they were good when I tried them. They did this, they did that. Just because you had a bad experience don't mean it's a bad company. Or why are you making up lies on me? Why are you saying that I'm in cahoots with them? You know what I'm saying? They're not taking the fault for saying, look, I'm sorry I referred you guys to a company that did not help you with your issues. Because when you do stuff like that, when you blame the people who were looking for help because of you, when you're blaming them for the reason why their experience wasn't good with the company that you told them to go to, you're not helping them. You're only helping yourself. You took that check and you made them go to a website telling them to go to them with your problems. They went with them with their problems and they rejected them, or they did not help the situation. And when they come to you saying, look, they didn't help me, all you two would do is tell them like, oh, well, that's your problem. Because now you're not helping the situation. Imagine your favorite YouTuber telling you, hey, go do this, support this company. Yeah, they didn't even tell them they get a little cut of it. Some YouTubers said that. But some YouTubers didn't even say, I'm getting money every time y'all click this link below. Go get help. They didn't really care. They didn't. All they wanted was, they know that mental health is a serious issue right now, and that if they were to talk about mental health and refer to this company that's going to pay them $100 or maybe even more per click to go to the thing, and they know that their audience may have some people who aren't all the way right, they're going to get a huge check off of that. And whether their situation was solved or not, my pockets ain't slim no more. Pretty much. It's crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing that. Because it's disappointing. When we're living in a world where you can't really trust people, because we do live in this world where people, you can't really trust who's legitimate about their concerns and who ain't. To see that it's just a group of people in cahoots, talking, in cahoots, having these mental breakdowns out of nowhere, and all connected to this one company, and when they're referring to their mental breakdowns, they're referring to another person's mental breakdown who is connected to that company. I can't remember the exact names, but what's the dude name? Boogie. When Boogie was talking about his mental breakdowns and advertising for better help in his video, he was referring to Elle Mills, who had a mental breakdown, and was referring to better help in her video. And they were connected to Philip DeFranco, who was also talking about the same situations between Boogie and this girl, had better help in their thing. And Shane Dawson, who was also referring to anybody who was also supposed to be talking about Jake Paul, who they've never met up with, which I haven't really watched the series, but just watching the videos about this situation and seeing it, you base your series on a person that everybody's interested in who is always acting stupid. You base your series on that, but you spend most of that series talking about yourself and calling people sociopaths that you have never come in contact with. And you're advertising, like you're really using a person's name for clickbait, so you can get people to click on your link that gives you money on the situation that you're accusing somebody of being a victim of. Now let me break that down. They offer mental health, right? So you use your video about mental health to call someone a sociopath that you have never come in contact with, and then tell people they need to go and see what their issues are. That's the issue. When somebody just shows a little bit of difference, maybe mentally, maybe physically, maybe anything, you put labels on them. Why would I want to go and click on a link for to support somebody who is just calling people crazy for no apparent reason, calling people they have never met before crazy for no apparent reason? You know what I'm saying? And this all just seems is all somehow is connected to what's the dude's name? Philip DeFranco, who has admitted he has a company partnership with them. And then if you click on some other people's links, it's still somehow linked to him. So I'm pretty sure he's making more money off of these YouTubers using mental health over money than anybody. He's almost like the head of this whole scandal, in a sense. And it's sickening. Like, I'm going 18 minutes about this. It's just a crazy thing. Like, I wanted to really research this and see what was going on because I wasn't aware of it. They've never come to me because I'm not big enough, and I wouldn't even accept them because I don't believe in solving real serious mental issues over text message. I don't. You know, not because I feel it's impossible. I think it's possible. It's just, like I said, people with serious mental issues are insecure and maybe a little socially awkward and don't really like to do face-to-face. And your solution to that is like, okay, we're going to fall into your insecurities and fall into that. I'm not saying force somebody into an uncomfortable situation, but I don't think helping somebody who is socially awkward by telling them, okay, we could just text, that's not going to stop them from being socially awkward. It's pretty much telling them, okay, we're going to keep you with this symptom or with this issue, and we're just going to go. Imagine you break your leg, so you want therapy so you can start walking again. So what the doctor does is, instead of giving you therapy to teach you how to walk and, giving you the bars to walk on and start working your legs and doing all that, he just decides to tell you, look, here's a wheelchair and just pray and you're going to heal up eventually. And one day just stand up out the wheelchair and it's going to be good. That's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what this is. This is a wheelchair. Because you're telling people, all right, we understand you have these issues as far as not wanting to see somebody face to face. So just text me, and eventually that fear of not wanting to meet somebody face to face is going to go away because you didn't meet somebody face to face. I'm going too far on this, but look, this is stupid. It really is. This is a long video. I don't mean to go over like this. But really taking advantage of mental health for money. Not even on the business side, but on the YouTube side. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand their community. You don't understand the internet. 100% if you think using mental health for your own monetary gain is smart. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is a serious issue, not only in hip hop, not only in the black community. It's an issue in the world, because it's still a thing where we don't trust doctors, we don't trust therapists. So if the issue with people, especially minorities, not going to therapists, is that we don't trust doctors and we don't trust therapists, and then it comes to find out that a bunch of YouTubers telling us, hey, you can trust these people, are untrustworthy, well, you're not helping anything. This is setting things back. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. But look, that's it for me. I need to get out of here before I go too overboard. There's some things I didn't talk about because I may have forgotten. But this is just a terrible thing, man. Just very terrible. That's it for me, man. I'm out. Too sweet. Deuces.